you about the work we do as market system development implementers. So as implementers, we're given resources, and there's resources to create systemic change. That means creating interventions that would change the lives of our participants by changing the behavior of market actors. Now, that then poses questions for us. The important question we need to answer then is, so we are given these resources to create a systemic change. So how do we know that our intervention is systemic? It is not just to know that our intervention is systemic. How do we prove that our intervention is systemic? On top of that, or in addition to that, how do we communicate that our intervention is systemic? This important question, thankfully, is answered by a fantastic framework that was developed by the people at Springfield. That's AAER framework. The AAER framework is a simple way of seeing the progression from our activity, our intervention, to a systemic change. And I'll quickly run through the quadrants that we have. So you have the adopt quadrant. And the adopt quadrant essentially is when you as an implementer working with a partner create an innovation that partner adopts. That partner begins to test the viability, the feasibility, and the profitability of that particular innovation with your support as an implementer. So, and the next phase of that is when you have proven the visibility, the viability, and the profitability of this innovation, and the partner now begins to apply this innovation to other part of its business or other part of its processes without your support as a program. So this is now independent of the program and independent of the implementer. But there are circumstances in which this may require some level of support. But generally, adapt is when the partner is now has taken on the innovation and is institutionalizing the innovation in its system. Now, if we then move over to the right-hand quadrants, the first quadrant, expand, that essentially now sees how competitors, our pilot partners' competitors, are responding to the benefit that's accruing to our pilot partner. So our pilot partner has now seen that, okay, this is profitable, this is working well, and is achieving the partner's objective. So competitors or market actors in the same business begins to copy what our pilot partner has been doing. And that essentially becomes the new way of this set or this class of market systems actor, the new way they conduct themselves and their businesses in the market system. So that's to say the competitors have crowded into the innovation, and it's become the norm. And this now has expanded the number of market systems actors that are using this innovation. And when that happens, this new way of doing business, other market system actors begin to respond to that. So an example you can think of is transportation, business support services, or even just simple stores, retail services, and so on. And all of those sort of market actors begin to respond to these new ways of doing business, and because they see a profitable opportunity in this new way of doing business, that is when we say the market system is responding to the innovation that was piloted. And this essentially is how we prove that our intervention is systemic. So how do we use this? We use the AER framework, right, to manage our intervention. So it helps us essentially walk through the processes and the hypothesis that we have to see whether or not this is systemic. And it helps us in progressing, in monitoring the progress of our intervention through the system. So from the pilot to the competitor to the other market actors responding. So at each stage of that, we know that we're either moving forward or we're not. We're static, and we can then begin to think about how to redo intervention or redesign our intervention. And the other bit is that we are able to judge, depending on the extent to which our innovation has been adopted and adapted and adopted by other market actors in the same class, and to the extent to which that other market actors respond to this innovation, we're able to judge whether or not our intervention is systemic and whether or not we are making progress. And we'll be able to use some metrics of each of the stage to present our market system change to management or the donor. So this is essentially what AAER framework is, and this is how we prove that we have done our intervention is systemic. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave your comment in the section below, and see you next time.